Laos, and not gonna lie, it was actually pretty easy to get here from Cambodia. We were in Phnom Penh a few days ago, and we were a little worried because the bus ride was advertised as taking about 12 hours. So we showed up at about 7 a.m., got on the bus, and it was probably the oldest rundown bus I think I've ever been on. But it actually had air conditioning. The air conditioning worked perfectly. So that ended up working out really well for us. And also I counted the number of seats on the way there. There was 45 seats available, and only 9 were taken. When we got to the border, it was pretty easy. It probably took maybe about an hour and a half to fill out the visa paperwork on arrival. But then it was probably about 30 minutes from the border to Nakasong, where we got on another boat and made it to here.
Midnight, and we made it to the Green Climbers bungalows here. Yesterday it was pretty sunny and we just kind of read and lounged around, and Adam did one climb, and then today we were really going to hit the mountains, and as you can tell, the rainy season has finally caught up with us.
Hardly ate anything yesterday. I bought some street meat on a stick and a bag of rice at about 8 o'clock last night, and that's really all I had between that and breakfast. And the climbing was great, but there was just mosquitoes everywhere, and it was right before sundown, so we decided that today was going to be the big climbing day. Well, it turns out that I don't think we're going to climb at all. So even if the sun comes out, everything is soaked. There's just standing water everywhere, so I doubt that we're going to do any climbing today. Maybe tomorrow, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm excited to climb here.
It's been thundering, pretty much raining all night, and we have a lot of lightning. We've lost power here, so looks like we're going to be doing a lot more reading today, maybe working on some videoing and catching up on some stuff, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to climb today. Maybe we'll go put on our bathing suits and slackline in the rain, but
Green Climbers Home. It's our little bungalow. Doesn't have air conditioning, but it's not bad. It's pretty clean. Bug net, private bathroom. Yeah, it's fine if it wasn't so hot and there's so many mosquitoes here.
there are pluses and minuses to this place. Pluses. Start with positives. It is the kind of community that I've always kind of pictured us creating, where it's a house, there's a bedroom, there's a bath, and then there's a community area everyone gets to at the end of the night. And there's dinner, and there's food, and the kitchen's there, and everyone kind of hangs out and talks and plays games. And that part I like. It is definitely a community here where you get to know people. Like, we have neighbors on this side, and we could eat next to them at the other thing. And so I like that aspect of this place. It is beautiful here. Nature, the climbs are literally right behind us, so that's really nice. The things I don't like though are the bugs, and the fact that there's no break from the bugs. Like, when we sleep, we're sleeping in a bug net, it's hot, I'm constantly sweating, I am constantly fighting bugs, there is no break. And I think that's why I need an AC room or something like that, and I could deal with the elements while we're climbing better if I didn't have to deal with them in the middle of the night while we're sleeping.
In Thakhek, I think it's our final night here. The climbing was incredible here. Great climbs, but one of the things that's weird about here is different from Thailand and different from being in the United States and everything. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere here. There is no hospital anywhere close to around here. I mean, the nearest clinic, I don't even know if they have a clinic in town. There's not really much of a town here. But just climbing, I was just, I think, a little bit more cautious here than I was in Thailand, just knowing that there's not medical facilities really anywhere around here, and just realizing how isolated we really are in the middle of the jungle here in Laos. But yeah, I'm glad we came. I'm glad I got a chance to at least climb here.
It has been pouring rain at night, just torrential downpours, lightning, thunder, super loud. You can see the lightning through the thatch on the side, and the thunder is outrageously loud. It's right on top of us. So it's hard to sleep at night. I'm probably waking up every hour, though we lay probably from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I think I've learned, not that I need a Hilton or a Holiday Inn, but I'm probably good 2-3 nights roughing it, and then I need something to rest my body in where I can really feel safe and secure. And I think that's what I've learned on this little trip to Laos. It hasn't been probably my favorite stop, but it's been a good stop for me to learn about myself.
After a week of rock climbing, we took a bus north to the capital of Laos, Vientienne. We got on an airplane to Luang Prabang.
Every day here, we wake up and we find a coffee shop to go to, and I get tea, and they have this really good tea here made from a fruit that I really like. Really flavorful. So we sit, watch people go by on their motorbikes, and you can just look out and look at the temples, and the monks are there. It's very peaceful and calm having them walk around the city. We walk to the post office, we journal, I read my book. It's been a really lovely, I would say our typical Sunday maybe in New York City, just a very lounging, casual day. It's got a real slow pace to it, and it's just, it feels like home. I bought a bell, a chimes here, and we hung it in the room, and every time I touched it or anything like that, it was very calming to have this noise. And I think we'll take it with us and set it up everywhere we go, because it was like every time it chimed, it kind of felt like it was home for some reason. So, last night we volunteered at this place called Big Brother Mouse, and basically it's a publisher of books. There are only books here. But from 7 to 9 at night, you can come and volunteer, and for absolute free, just speak English with people who are trying to learn. And so last night we spoke to, there were probably 20, 30 kids here, maybe 5-6 volunteers, so maybe four on one. And I met this guy named Her, and he'd say her, like the opposite of him, her. And so that was his name, and he said lady man, that's what his friends call him. And then I talked with another kid whose name was Kong, like King Kong. But we talked about pop culture, they liked Justin Bieber, we talked about songs, if they had girlfriends, none of them had girlfriends. We talked about marriage, if they wanted to get married, it was going to cost them $1 million kip. To get married, they needed a pig and some beer lao and Pepsi, and they would go to their family's house.
Yeah, I feel like I learned so much in those 2 hours from all the local people around here that I did from any of these activities we've been doing here. And it was kind of eye-opening as to just how these people grew up and how different they are from me. Yeah, one of the best parts about this city, I think, is just wandering around. I mean, just hours, every day I can do this. Yesterday morning, I just kind of took a walk to one of the coffee shops, and there's just this energy about this city. But yeah, I found myself really enjoying that part about being here and just seeing just the people in their everyday life every morning, waking up, cooking in front of their home, seeing the monks wander around. There's a river that runs right alongside of Old Town that everybody kind of just stops at and rests right on the benches there. And yeah, there's just something about this place that really is unique and draws me here. That combined with the amazing coffee shop culture that they have here, because we've been to probably about 7 or 8 different coffee shops in the last week. It's been really fun just to come here and hang out and just see just the world pass by. Really enjoyed it here. But tomorrow we'll be in Hanoi, and our flight is in a few hours, and I'm going to miss it here because it felt like home for a while. We spent about 9 days here.